Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
Hello everyone, welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button, also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next video.
Come again. Go ahead. Okay. I'm saying that our clients are dissatisfied with the judgment just delivered. And we have the firm instruction of our clients to challenge the judgment on appeal. And the court has promised us that possibly by tomorrow we are going to get a copy of the judgment. Once we have it, we'll swing into action. Let me say this. We have to be very, very careful in this country. If you are not careful, electoral jurisprudence will virtually disappear. I'm saying this with every amount of sincerity, because when the litigants, when those who contested the election continue to find it very difficult to establish their case due to obstacles.
All right, just the Labour Party Council there speaking moments ago in reaction to today's judgment. As you heard, he says they're not satisfied with the outcome of today's judgment. Let's go back to Chief Robert Clark. If you can hear us clearly, can you confirm that you can hear me? It doesn't seem that he can. Can you hear me, Chief Clark? Okay, great. Please.
Yes, I can hear you.
Fantastic. You were making a point earlier on the outcome of today's judgment, and I'd also like you to, in addition to your point, react to what the Labour Party Council has just said, that if care is not taken, electoral jurisprudence may just disappear in Nigeria.
Well, I don't know where he learned his jurisprudence from, but I can assure you that is a fallen man's tale. These two judgments I have had today are the two best judgments I think this country has ever had. It is a good thing that these two judgments today are being broadcast live so that you and I and those who are not knowledgeable in the law will understand what is at stake in this country. The two judgments have greatly enriched, despite and in spite, and whatever the Labour Party might say, has enriched the jurisprudence of this country. And I can tell you that I can boast of learning tonight what I normally teach my young lawyers, that you win or lose your case on your pleadings. The two judgments today, especially Atiku's case, shows you that pleadings were the cause of the loss of Atiku's case. Their pleadings were rough, their pleadings were inadequate, and the court really trashed all of them down on their pleadings. And none of the evidence, manipulated or not manipulated, were unable to enter the records of the court because they lost on their pleadings. So this is a good lesson to young lawyers, that you win or lose your case on your pleadings. Atiku's case was lost on his pleadings. And I also learned from Atiku's case also that the law that says INEC will always enjoy the privilege of the Evidence Act and the presumption that whatever is done is regarded as correct. Look at how that section on Abuja was treated. The court said, look, despite and in spite of the fact that INEC has declared Tinubu winner by virtue of 25% of the 37 states in the Federation, You, Atiku says he never won 25% states in Abuja, and therefore cannot merit that declaration by INEC. But the court said, look, INEC has made it, and by that presumption of correctness on whatever INEC says, you yourself, you have failed woefully to bring any evidence to us that Tinubu never had 25% of Abuja. You are asking us to declare him on the statute level or what? You said he never scored 25%. Where is the evidence to prove the negative of what INEC says? So you can see that pleadings is very important. And these are standard cases that one will always learn from. From the other case of Obi's case, Obi never looked at the circumstances that even if he won this petition today, he cannot be the runner-up. It will still be Atiku versus Tinubu. Because Obi never scored 25%. Atiku scored 25% of the 35 states. So if there's going to be a rerun according to the law, it is Atiku and Atiku and Tinubu,
right,
who will have contested amongst themselves. Therefore, if one listens to this judgment as a lawyer who is ready to learn and who is not depending on facts from which side or not, will learn a lot. I have discovered also that opening these cases, especially these political cases, to be aired publicly on television, will have made many ignorant people who are biased by political reasonings to have thought otherwise from all propaganda they will have been hearing about this election. The local media and the fake media have gone so strong in this country today that it is difficult to erase any thought, or I wouldn't say, but fortunately, any body of intellect who listens to this judgment will have seen the facts as decided. I am very grateful that we are moving forward in a way that the courts will be aired live like this, so that many people who have not been able to decipher from political jingoism will be able to realize where the element of truth is lying. This is a fantastic judgment. I like it. It goes deep into the facts and goes deep into the law. In the labor case, it went into a stage that law was able to claim the greater part of the success of Tinubu. Most of the allegations made against him were not proved, and the court was able to show this, that despite and in spite of the allegations of fraud leveled against him, against the allegations of having got to prison, the facts have been very well cleared amongst many Nigerians who through this situation will have seen the truth. Also, the question of the 2 feet of Abuja also showed that Nigeria was not built on technicalities of law. Nigeria was derived and built on justice, fair play, and the court today emphasized that fact, that in deciding matters regarding statutes in the Constitution, one has to be careful to be sure.
Very much on this.
Paragraphs have been inserted in various things of the Constitution. Consideration must be given for the welfare of the people and for the social cohesion of this country. This judgment, as far as I'm concerned, has dealt with all the matter raised by all parties and has been taken care of by the panel of judges in such a way that a layman who is not a lawyer, but is literate and listening to those two judgments, will know where the facts are, where the law is.
Very much, sir. Thank you very much indeed. Chief Robert Clark, we must let me put it right there. Thank you very much, Chief Robert Clark. We appreciate your submission tonight. You've really done justice to your submission. And let's get back to the live studio with Adamson. You heard Chief Robert Clark there. He is saying that pleading forms the basis for acquitting or otherwise a client or an appellant. Speak to us about your general overview of how the proceedings went today.
Yeah, except that I just had that, in terms of pleading, I'll say that, as a matter of fact, you don't win cases in court. You win on the table in your office while preparing your pleadings. Now, if you look at what really transpired today, I want us to understand the fact that there are fundamentals in our electoral jurisprudence. One, the concept of substantial compliance. One, then two, the presumption of irregularity in favor of INEC. You know, sometimes I wonder when people begin to ask, the INEC is supposed to be an umpire. Now, that when the matter is in court, the INEC should fold his arm and be looking. Now, you've forgotten the fact that the petition that is in the tribunal is against what INEC has done. So INEC has a responsibility to defend the election it has conducted. And that's what we have seen today. INEC has demonstrated that the fact that, look, we conducted the election in accordance to the law. And to that extent, you cannot fault it. Then, the entire judgment of today is based on law. You see, and the fact must be stated today here that the judges are Nigerians. They are not imported from anywhere. Right. So nobody can intimidate them. They are part of us. They are brothers, they are sisters, they are mothers, and they are colleagues. So you cannot intimidate them. So embarking on social media to castigate, to harass, to intimidate them will not work. And we have seen it play out today. All right,
we'll just hold your thoughts there. Let's take a look at President Tinubu's reaction from India at the election court's judgment.
We shall stand on your mandate, follow on your mandate, follow on your mandate. We shall stand. We shall stand on your mandate. We shall stand. We shall stand on your mandate. We shall stand on your mandate, follow on your mandate, on your mandate. We shall stand.
That's the way the president has been celebrating the judgment in India.
Yes, indeed.
When we talk about pleadings being rough and inadequate, and I'm just speak to us about what that really means to a layman. Rough pleadings, inadequate pleadings.
While preparing your processes, what you take into consideration the vital issues, not irrelevant issues. You see, the laws are there to guide while preparing processes. For instance, in election petition, you are alleging that there are substantial incompliance with the provision of the Electoral Act. Now, the law has provided that if you want to prove non-compliance, what you do is, for instance, you are alleging that in some states that they did comply with the law, or there are electoral violence, or they are rigging. All you need to do, you have agents in all these polling units. So you need to bring them to court to testify as to what transpired at the polling units. Not important people who did not even know what happened at the polling unit. So whatever evidence they give before the court of law will amount to hearsay. So the person who witnesses or who a part of it ought to be brought to court, before a court of law, to testify as to what they witnessed, not bringing hearsay evidence before the court of law.
Third-party witnesses.
The third party. Somebody saying, somebody told me. It will not work.
Okay, so let's begin, Professor Anthony Killer, who's just joining us from Lagos. Good to have you on Newsnight tonight. Well, let me quote a text Olisa Bakoba just sent to me here, Senior Advocate of Nigeria himself. He says, it's not right that these judges read verbatim the judgment for so long. A summary of key decisions will actually suffice. As far as is concerned, this really could have taken just 7 days. Help us, understand your thoughts on the length of time that this has taken, and of course the judgment day itself, quite unwieldy. What are your thoughts?
Well, good evening. Good to be here. So, I mean, let's start from the judgment itself. It's a very technical judgment. When I say very technical, not intensely or complicatedly technical. I mean, it's more technical than substance, which is the kind of thing you see in these cases. One thing to take away from the pronouncement of their lordship, the key pronouncement is that it tells me that our judicial system needs a big overhaul. Part of the pronouncement shows the lawyers as unprepared. How can you go to a case like this and they're saying things like, you do not have merit in the case, you didn't have local standings, you did not... I mean, there's some basic errors that the legal practitioners have committed that really should make the bar to think very much about preparation and professionality. Then we'll go to the bench. There's no other way to put it, but really, the process, so we've talked about the output, the process in which these judges held Nigerians or those interested for close to 12 hours in court to follow this is, to say the least, ridiculous. It is anachronistic, and it just shows a very big not disconnection with reality of our time. It is enough for them in less than 1 hour to deliver that judgment by saying this petition is rejected or this decision is accepted. One paragraph to explain why, and immediately for them to give the lawyers copies of their judgment to read, and the rest of the world PDF documents to download online. They do not need to hold the whole world 12 hours to hear them read what they wrote. And let me say this in a polite way as I can. Some of them were even reading what they wrote as if they were not the one that read it, that wrote it. They could not pronounce the names properly. Their voices were so boring that a lot of people were falling asleep in court and outside court. I do think we need to look at these little things so that our judiciary can stand as a point that not only guarantees justice, but inspires people. Those of us who have studied law, let alone those who have practiced the law, you want to be inspired by judges. They tend to be people of authority, people who are practical, people who are independent, and people who are knowledgeable. But what we see today between the bar and the bench, allow me to say that it does not inspire people. Sleeping lawyers and sleeping and somniferous judges. A process so long, and that is about the process. I focus on the process because that is what set precedence. In terms of the outcome, is what we've seen, rather technical. But I blame more the bar than the bench on this. I think that somebody needs to tell lawyers that if they go to court with cases that can be dismissed on very predictable technicalities like this, there is something wrong in their preparation.
Well, if you say there's something wrong with the preparation, what do we really also need to look into the provisions of the law so as to understand why certain technicalities really matter in a situation like this, at least for the sake of the layman?
Oh yeah, we need to look at it. I mean, when you look at when we're formulating the law, we need to look at when we're formulating the process for justice. At some point, we need to decide, and it's nothing new. We need to decide that substance needs to trump form at all times. We need to know that the law should not be bigger than justice in whatever we do. That justice shall be bigger than law, and we need to practice in a way. But you see, I go back to the bar. The bar needs to understand how justice works. They need to be very conscious of how their lordship act and how they reason, so that when you go to court, what you need to do is not only understand how the justice how the process works. You need to think of people judging you, read about how they've judged other cases in the past, understand their mindset on how they judge things, understand the tradition of the bench, as we say. If you are a practitioner, if you're a legal practitioner that travels across courts, whether in your state or city or across the country, every time you go to a court, you have to adapt your case to that judge you have in front of you, to the bench you have in front of you. And I think it is important for those who are on the bar to tailor their cases to what they're likely to meet, to understand it very well. That's preparation. For the rest of us, you're right. The layman, the citizen, wants justice. The law is the route to justice. It is the duty of the bench and the bar to make sure at all times that law and justice are sync, that you do not lose justice because of law, and justice does not trump upon the law. That is the duty we all have as a people. And above all, leaders should be honest with their followers on what the situation is at all times.
Anthony Killer, thank you so much. Just like Abakoba said, he pleads with the petitioners to accept the decision in the interest of long-suffering Nigerians who have had to bear this, very painful one. Thank you so much for joining us on News Night tonight. We'll take a short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, good day, my brothers and sisters, my mummies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, good day, my brothers and sisters, my mummies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, good day my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, good day my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all.